So he's officially in the building, calm as fudge, chilled, relaxed. Do you have any nerves? This moment right now?
When you are confident and contenting under your own skin, bro, you have no reason to panic about it. I'm mellow as a cucumber right now, you feel me?
It's a project that comes after you gave us what will go down as a classic, and one cannot take away the impact that Skhanda had.
Yes, not even me.
You know, like the movement itself, you know, it's one of those albums 10, 20 years from now, we'll be like, yo man, remember 2014?
Yes, sir.
That was a crazy era in hip-hop music. Now, take us the mindsets, putting this project together, holistically from sound.
There was a lot of back and forth with myself. The album was initially supposed to come out in 2016.
Yeah.
I had to can the entire thing because the direction I was headed, I wouldn't be sitting here. You probably wouldn't be giving me a listening session.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Is that how bad it was
Well,
for
that's
you?
in 2016.
Yeah.
Where I was going, it was probably just going to be like, oh, okay, well, he put out another album, and it was going to be forgettable.
Yeah.
And then I started working on the other portion of it, which was now like a whole new start early this year, right? I was probably about 40% in.
Yeah.
And then I workshopped it, took it to some people whose opinions I trust.
Yeah.
And they were like, alright, this is alright, but just know one thing, bro. You made Skhanda Republic.
That's ooh. So they always took you back to your own genre.
Yeah. So I'm like, I mean, I know myself. Like, I wouldn't make a trash record in my sleep, bro. But like, you know, the stuff that I had at the time, the guys just felt like it just wasn't strong enough for people to say, yo, so this is the guy that gave us that album, and now he's back with this one. You feel me? So, I mean, when you look at guys like Nas gave us Illmatic, you know what I'm saying? And then he gave us It Was Written, he gave us I Am, when Nas is like all them other joints. But the next epic release after Illmatic and everything in between doesn't count. Nostradamus and all that garbage. And then he gave us Illmatic, where he had Ether, my nigga. You feel me?
That's another moment.
So like, I didn't want the albums in between. Bro.
Yeah.
I wanted to go from Illmatic to Stillmatic. So, and that's a huge task. That's a tall order, but by the grace of God and having the dope team around me, people who don't owe me anything. Actually, these are my friends. You know, might mess around and ruin a good thing.
When did you
by
get that?
keeping it a buck with me and telling me that my song is not good enough. So I might mess around and cut you off the chain completely, and we don't ever have to speak. But they were real enough to say, bro, this is not it. So, and then that's where I had to go back and now give you guys this one. So the songs that you are hearing on the album, this is literally everything that I've put together between June 2017 and now.
And then when did you realize and say, this is Stillmatic ready? Like, this is the one I'm going to release, and it's a killer.
I think once we...
Are you still sure about it also? Let's go there, because you walked in and you're like, ugh,
well,
really?
See, here's the thing. I know how I feel
Yeah.
about it. I'm confident, but your opinion is your opinion. I don't want to rub it in your faces.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But when I walked in here and everyone was like, yo, the guy just walked in.
That's what you want.
That's gratifying.
Right,
Okay, it's confirming everything. So
Cool.
Thank you, guys.
Let's get into the music. I don't want it to sound like an interview. We're gonna start with something that you know, teaming up with Runtown all the way from Nigeria on this one. It's called Call Me. Trust me, what we are about to unpack for you. Let me not try and have any influence, but it's a listening session. Your opinion counts. Interact with us right now at YFM or send us voice notes. It's a KO listening session. We got him in the building right now. I'm playing a song that will go down as that tune. Talking about Kara Kara. Of this album, do you think you got a song that will stand out like this one?
I wasn't gunning for anything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, when people look back to 2014, they'll pick that song and they'll point at the album. I want something that will mark this era.
Okay.
That will mark 2017. So I want to create a memory and feelings and sentiments that will reflect this time.
What is
in the
reflecting this
future.
time?
On the album?
Yes, in this particular album as opposed to the one in 2014.
For me right now, even Call Me, has potential to become something really crazy, and that is purely because I'd say a song like that. There's another song that we did on the album called SA Rising, with that I did with Black Coffee. I think those two songs are like standout songs on the album, not because they are the best pieces of work from it, but they are just iconic in a way that it was daring for me to do a song like Call Me, where there are no raps. It's just me singing and finessing and doing what I was doing, and also roping in the Afrobeat element to it, you know what I'm saying, but in making it sound in a very South African fashion, so going that route for me is a daring move. Even the song that we did with Black Coffee, it touches on socio-economical issues that we are going through as a country. Even
Right
me
now.
addressing the head of state type of thing. This is not it's not on some malicious stuff. It's just conscientizing him and the nation itself that we are in a situation right now that we probably can do better. We can swing the pendulum and shift things around so that moving forward, our economy is in a better state. Everything that has to do with just like how we are living as a nation and how we are progressing, because there's so many holes right now that need to be filled up. Our education system, health system, and all those things. So I'm addressing, and even just the culture as a whole and who we are as a nation. We are struggling as Black people mainly. We have this thing of, we have a lack of patriotism,
Yes.
like self-pride.
Yes.
Okay, cool, I am South African. No man in Nigeria, no man say America. Man say America, we want to be Americans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is, that song that we did is something that is championing, being conscious of where you come from and being proud about it. So I think those two songs for me are songs that I would say might mess around and be the biggest things on the album.
Okay.
Let's play the music. That's why we're here. It's a KO listening session. Hashtag SR2. Hashtag the best drive. The one we're playing right now, 7 Up, yeah?
Yes, sir. This is motivational, man. It's also, like just, feel good vibes. We're hustlers out here, so this is your anthem.
Let's go. Make reference on certain things that you had to go through, but deep down as you were, scripting and putting these lyrics together, who are these people you feel want you down?
I just feel like in the game that we're in, the space that we are in, there are so many people who lack a sense of self-confidence and self-esteem to a point where instead of pulling these or jacking up their own act, they'd rather have the next guy. It's just like the PSL, for instance. Instead of one team fighting to make it all the way to a certain tournament or to the championship, they'd rather have them lose a game to another team. So that clears the way for them. You know what I'm saying? So I might not have had any personal transgressions with certain people. I'm not talking about rappers. I'm talking about like
In general.
just some players in the game. You could be just making. I'm gonna make an abstract observation. You could be a security guard at a particular radio station, right? Just because this guy called KO walked into the building and didn't greet you, and he went and did his meeting and then he came out, or in an interview, you have a reason to feel some type of way that, so this guy thinks he's all that, he didn't even acknowledge me type thing. So there are certain people who just by, like, just who are casualties of something that I'm not even aware of. So they will hold that against me in some way, shape, or form. But I do know that you can't stop anything that God has anointed. You know what I'm saying? So that is why for me, I'll forever continue pushing what I need to push, my agenda, and pursuing my dreams like I should, and not be mindful of those people. But I will address them, and the best way I can do it, because I can't go on a Twitter rant, the best way I can do that is to address it in my music, because that is my form of therapy with the transgressions that I go through.
Yeah.
What should a KO fan be on the lookout for on this project?
They should be coming in to just like indulge on not only KO the persona, but the kid, the boy, the man. You know what I mean? The entrepreneur.
Because you did say on the last interview that on this album you open up more than any other project.
Yeah.
You know, like we're about to hear other things about you that we do not know.
Yes, sir.
How deep did you go?
I think it was only right that I started from the beginning, you know, with the song the first song on the album, which is called Above the Water, featuring Skhanda, you know, a dope vocalist and one of the hardest artists that we have right now, man. She needs to be celebrated more. She's featured on that song, and the first line on that song says October 13th, which is literally tomorrow, and my album is coming out tomorrow. It's my birthday.
Is that your birthday? Yeah.
Hey, this is big for you.
Hey, Libra.
Hey, for me. So the song is detailing the story of my childhood, growing up as a son, God Timbeni, who was my mom, and Ujabu, you know, my dad, you know, who are still together. I'm just celebrating them, you know, in the role that they played in my life. And also the second verse details my siblings, you know, where I have two siblings that came before my dad got married to my mom, a brother and a sister. And unfortunately the brother passed away, and I still have my half sister, but unfortunately the relationship is not great at all, you know. So I'm detailing all these things, and then I'm talking to my three siblings, you know, who are my blood brothers, and just like detailing the ups and downs of my personal relationships with them, you know what I'm saying? So people will get to understand just the full scope of why I'm the kind of person that I am just by listening to this album. It's very therapeutic. If you're going through depression, you know, and all those kind of things, like if you have mental health issues, this is the album that will help, you know, you get you know, overcome such things.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Yeah. Would you say that you went through something like that? And I'm going to take you back to 7 Up, right? You're saying that Daikali, etc. Would you say you went through a rut in your musical career? Maybe not even personal career, personally, but also in your music career. Some of us were worried.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
There were a few of us who were worried, saying, 2014 was a year and a half, but now you came with feelings, and you know, people weren't 100% feeling that one, and you know, we were on the edge with it. And with this particular one and making this album, did you feel that yes, you went in the right space and you're going to document that and you're going to put it down in music?
Yeah, I think as soon as I realized that, I mean, No Feelings wasn't meant to be a big song, but it was meant to be a catalyst to this new wave, this new path that the direction that I wanted to go in, where I'm not just rapping for the sake of rapping. I'm actually opening up my heart. Although it was just like a snapshot into what I was about to do, but the fact that I heard and then I saw how it resonated with the people, just like in terms of like the content, they're like, okay, cool. So he's actually, you know, for the first time, just like opening up a little bit.
How did
you
it
know?
resonate?
You know, some people were actually, for the first time, were like, okay, cool, because we can actually connect the dots. Like with each line, maybe some of the stuff might have been subliminal, but like each line, they were like, okay, cool, I see how you saying, I'm marking my territory, like nonke, got everybody. You know what I mean? And they were like, okay, cool. So he's feeling like maybe there are certain people that might have done him wrong, or like people that might have not showed the same love that they did in 2014 when everything was all rosy, you know. So it's little things like that that sort of kind of helped me to put the battery on my back to say, actually, yeah, this is the direction that you need to go. And I got married to it, and then I ran with it, and this is how we got to the point where we are right now.
Let's play the song. When we come back, you know, when we talk relationships, you know, like I feel like, speaking for myself and someone who's been following you from Teargas to where you are right now, we just learned something about your life, family-wise, that we do not know. But when it comes to relationship, it's another dimension we do not know about KO. But let's enjoy this one. Teaming up with Skhanda. You're gonna enjoy it.
October 13th, another random night. Baragwana, the baby boy was born. Pull up a chair and grab a drink. Maybe
one song actually that just like made me realize, even after, matter of fact, while I was writing it, I wasn't so like emotionally attached to it like that until when I started listening back to it, listening to the words. You know, I'm like, wait, actually, like just that whole entire first verse about my parents, these are things that I've never said to my parents in person, bro. You understand me? So like, and they are still together. And one of the reasons why a man at my age, I'm still living alone, I don't have kids, I'm not married, is because I'm just fearful that like I'll mess around and have a seed with someone that I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life with. Because I mean that's just like part of the transgressions and the narrative of the artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't wanna add to that. I'd like to put myself in a situation where I can build with someone that I know this is like my permanent, you know, lifetime partner.
I like the fact that, sorry to interject, dog, and I see right now, I saw when you put the shades when we played the song that we're literally about to enter a territory that you've never opened up before, and you did mention that you talk about your parents, and now when you address the love element, you know, how will you then get to a point where you start opening up? How are you opening it up to a woman that's possibly has,
I am.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you pick?
I have put myself in that position where I've been ready for that, you know. I mean, I do have someone in my life right now who I believe potentially possesses that.
Yeah.
Right? But we are not gonna jump into anything because I mean we don't know how things will play out, but
Yeah.
I am in that space and I'm appreciative of the partnership that I have with her.
I think it's such a man. Yeah,
Let's switch up the mood.
We're
about to go.
This is a movie. This song. Pause that. Bring it
Pause.
back.
All right.
Bring it back. This song right here. The reason why I decided to make this particular record called Ghetto Episodes is because people fell in love with what I did on a record that we did back in the day, which is called Chance by Teargas.
Yes.
They love the storytelling, and they pretty much call me the greatest storyteller on record. You understand me? Listen to the song and tell me I'm not the GOAT.
Let's hear this one, storyteller.
I'm gonna loop it. Wait. This is a khali moment.
This is such a khali moment.
It's a khali moment. I can see the video because on your com, like you're the king of comment. You know what I mean? Like if you don't get born, what car you rolling around the streets, or you walking around changing sneakers every second?
Nah, bro. I'm not even gonna give it away. I mean, we have such a creative way of telling that story visually. That's one of the videos that I'm looking forward to shooting.
Yeah, have you decided on your album which one is going to be your single?
After Call Me?
Yes, after Call Me. No, Call Me is right.
Of course. Yeah. Man, it's a toss up. We don't even know. I mean, I have.
Should we suggest perhaps?
I have the big homie from from Sony. He's in the building as well.
Yeah.
We are still all confused, bro. You feel me? Because the material is just that strong. So, of course, we are taking opinions from you guys as well. Yeah.
Let's hear what the masses have to say, right? Because at the end of the day, as you're listening right now, you're the consumer of the music.
Guys, this song. Yeah. Alengoma it's touching, man. Plus, ufichare no Shakina, ne I know. Top song, ingoma senza sithekele album. Sasa nje sikhulele music straight.
Let's talk about the physical copy. When does it drop?
Tomorrow, bro. The song, it goes live on iTunes tonight at midnight. You feel me? So don't sleep and set an alarm on Vugeni.
Can we pre-order now?
Yeah, the pre-order is already up.
Sabby's on it.
You feel me? So, but like tomorrow, all the musical stores around the country, you guys can get the physical. I know CDs are a dying culture, but trust me, this is one release that you need to actually have. Frame it. The artwork already is just out of here. I haven't seen a cover like that in this country in a young minute since the last Skhanda Republic.
You know, that's why we're here, man, as well. We're trying to change the culture. Albums are going to start moving. That's why we got listening sessions. What are your thoughts? Let's squeeze in a few calls. I know we got 4 on the line right now. Yo, what's up? Hello?
Hello.
Yo, boy, talk to us. Thoughts on the album?
No, it's 4D, man. Hey.
Shaponjan Puti.
I remember the day you dropped the Son of a Gun or the Arab station. I don't know which footage you remember it.
Yeah. Yeah. On this new one.
I can't hear you. I'll listen to the
Can you? Bruh, I think I'd be going around in circles trying to recreate songs that I made in 2014. You know, it's 2017. We need to create new memories and new energy, and I'm speaking to what's going on right now. So if there's anything that resonates and hits you on that level, I definitely feel like there are some gems that will appeal to you like that. So get the album.
Alright, you know what? Let's hold it up right there. Let's get some money in our bank account when we come back. More music from KO.
The city belongs to the
It's a listening session. Shout out one time to YFM for allowing us to have this platform, man. Giving back to the artists. From the jump, man, that's what we've always been about. Swagging over is a problem, KO.
Yes. I was saying, do you think this could be the next single?
She was saying it needs to be the next single.
I feel like there's a debate now in studio. Sam is like, no, it's a dope one, but I don't know about it being a single.
I don't know neither, bro.
What? Guys, come on, sit down. Several things.
I mean, trust me, there's so many people that have said that, and I'm not against that
About
idea.
this particular one, okay?
And I'm not against that idea at all. Some people have noted Legacy. Some people have noted 7 Up.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
To all the promoters, is the rate going up? Or it's been up?
It stayed up there. You know?
Yeah.
It never went down.
Yes. So, I mean, but like right now, like real talk, for me, I'm coming back in feeling like a new artist. You understand me? So, for the sake of the music and accessing my fans, because sometimes what we do as, you know, the main guys, we push our rate so high up that like a guy in Kwaggafontein, for instance, you know, is not even able to bring you out there. So this time around, because I really just want to go and touch the people, because that is what this album is about. I need to go out there and physically touch the people. So, I mean, I'll pull up. I'll pull up. As long as, you know what I mean, you make it really nice. Yeah. The competition is legit.
Yeah.
And, you know, you let me hold something that is enough to keep the lights on at the house. Yeah. You know what I mean? We can build, you feel me? But I'm not too big for you to say you can't afford me type thing. I'm always willing to talk to people and negotiate. Cause, you know what I mean? I'd rather, you know, take whatever that I take on one night than not take anything at all, just at home waiting for that big one. You know what I mean? So that's what it is.
Yeah, would you say the KO is back right now?
I never went nowhere.
Shut it!
Alright, cool. That's how we wrap it up. Shout out one time to KO for, you know, honoring the invite. Shout out to you for listening. Shout out to everyone for watching on all the platforms.
SR2 dropping at midnight tonight, and it's also available nationwide tomorrow. Let's get it.
Hashtag it.
The best rap. Tell anyone who was on air today, shout out for wasting airtime.
This is YFM News. What you